Good morning and welcome to the second New Year, New Me video. Last year I had the idea of doing a video where I shared my goals for the year ahead, and the reason I wanted to do that was basically to hold myself accountable. I thought it'd be a really good idea to use you, my audience, to help keep me accountable. And the other day I released my video where I basically ran through how I did compared to what I'd set out to do. And the kind of main motivation is, if I don't do those things, I have to tell you about it, so it's a little bit embarrassing. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm just about to ride to a quiet spot, get the jet boil out, and I can run through some of the goals I've got for 2026. Right, the jet boil's on, that's cooking away. I'm going to have a hot chocolate today rather than a cup of tea because it is really cold today. It must be something like -2. I mean, nothing compared to Arctic Finland, but the sort of cold in the UK just hits differently. I'm sure it does. I'm very cold. So a nice warm hot chocolate will be ideal. I want to share my goals with you for 2026, and I've learned a little bit from last year. I probably had too many goals, if I'm being honest with you. And given that I've got 2 small children, as you probably know, I've now started my own business and I'm doing this more often. Having loads of things to focus on, I think, is a recipe for failure. So I've kind of condensed it down a little bit. I've tried to keep some of them the same from last year, the ones that I didn't quite hit. So let's run through those first. I talked about films a lot last year and I was really pushing the YouTube because I said I wanted to do it full time. Well, I'm kind of in a position now where I can almost do it full time. I started my own videography business and drone footage business that seems to be doing okay. I'm hoping that's going to grow more this year. But the main focus for YouTube this year, the cycling stuff that you're more interested in, is to build on the success that I had last year. And I've kept it quite vague. That Arctic Finland film I brought out is exactly the sort of film I want to make. It did really well views-wise for me. It's on right now about 25,000 views. I want to make more, bigger and better adventures just like that do well from a views-wise perspective. I probably had something like 750 subscribers just from that one video. So imagine if I can do that every month. I mean, that's probably pushing it, but if I can just keep building on the success of that, replicate what's worked and build the channel that way, towards the end of the year, I could be looking at the sort of figures I was hoping to get last year, 25,000 subscribers or more, and getting that monthly ad revenue, which kind of leads me to the next section of that goal, which is I want to match this year the money I was making last year when I was working full-time for the job that I didn't like. If I can do that, I will consider this year a success. Even if it's just 1 month where I hit what I was earning just from YouTube, that would be absolutely amazing, because that is a strong indicator to me then that I can focus even more on this and just keep doing it. So if you want to help me out with that, I've said it before, all you need to do is watch my videos, watch them to the end, thumbs up, leave a comment. All of that stuff is basically what helps the YouTube algorithm push the video so it does well. And again, a goal I didn't quite achieve last year was getting my films into some film festivals. I've had some really lovely comments from people saying that I should give it a go, and I genuinely wanted to. I just kept putting it off and thinking, I'll do that later in the year, and then I'd miss the deadline again, which is so annoying. So I really want to get into the Sheffield Adventure Film Festival. So that one is closer to home for me, given that I grew up in Sheffield. And I just think it'd be really special to have it on the screens there at the theatre near the station, which would be really cool. Other than that, though, happy to put it into any film festival. Kendal Mountain Film Festival, all of those are on my list. If anyone will accept me, I will do it. I've just got to decide which film to publish, to be honest. I do like the Finland one, that could work, but I'm hoping to maybe get some even better ones this year and use them. Let's see. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I also talked a bit about sponsors last year, and I am really excited to say I have pretty much secured 2 sponsors going forward that are paying me on a monthly basis to use their products. And this is companies that I've worked with in the past. I actually use their gear already, so that is a really good sign to me that I can keep doing this and hopefully secure more. That was a really big goal for me, and I literally achieved it in the last couple of weeks of 2025, but things haven't been signed yet, so I'm sort of left that fairly vague. I'm hoping, though, in the next few weeks we should get those contracts done, and yeah, I can get some sort of steady revenue from those businesses that I like working with. Which leads me on to the final goal for the film/business side of things, which is I want to secure more sponsors. Only companies that I've worked with before that I actually like their stuff. A couple of companies I've been trying to get in touch with for ages, but seem to make it difficult, which is really annoying considering I'm such a big fan and I use their stuff anyway. I just don't understand why they wouldn't at least consider a conversation, given the sort of quality of the films, the fact I love their stuff, I'll be a good ambassador. I try and stay professional on these videos. Who knows? Fingers crossed I can secure 2 more. That's the goal. If I can secure 2 more on the sort of rate that I'm charging at the moment, that would be the first goal ticked off, which is to secure enough money every month that I basically get what I was earning at my last job or more. So that would be amazing. Even if I can just get 1 more, I'll consider that a success. The fact I've got 2 already is just superb. A couple more would be fantastic. Another goal I want to share with you is kind of related to the cycling stuff, but it's not video related. For ages, I've been wanting to offer some sort of service or a product around this channel. Stuff that I like, that I'm passionate about, not just filming. I've said before, I think I will start like a bikepacking film course. So I'll get some online virtual stuff out there for people who don't live in the UK. But what I would really like is to have a group of people meet up maybe once or twice a year in the Peak District or the Lake District, somewhere that's really beautiful, and we go out, ride together, and I'll show you how I do the filming, and basically we can make a film, and that can be something you can take away and maybe start doing on your own channel if you haven't started yet, or if you've already started a channel, you might want to improve the quality, and I think that's something I can help with. So I definitely want to start one of those. I don't think that's enough to do like monthly, so maybe once or twice a year. But the other thing I desperately want to do is to get myself certified as a mountain bike guide, so that I can do guided bikepacking trips. I know so many routes around Yorkshire and the Peak District especially, and Scotland, but given I live in Yorkshire, it would be ideal to do those. People I know find it hard just motivating themselves to go out and try new routes, or maybe they haven't got any company. I don't mind being out by myself, but some people do. So maybe offering that would be something I could do like once a month throughout the year. But I need to get qualified first, because I think people wouldn't be up for doing it unless I had the qualification and need the insurance. So that is another goal to tick off. And that should be quite easy to tick off. I just need to get it booked, practice everything I need course-wise, and get the qualification. I would love to know your thoughts on that. If you would be interested in that, or you think you'd know someone that would be interested, do let me know. I think I had a waiting list a while ago, so I'll dig that out and put that in the video description. Put your name down if so, and I'll just drop you an email when things are live. No obligation to actually come, but it'd be nice to have numbers of people that are interested. And I thought then, basically, throughout the year, I could go on one bikepacking trip that actually follows one of the routes that I'm offering, and just film it, and just basically put a little note in there saying, if you like this route and you want to ride it with me, book onto the trip. So very easy to market, so it won't cost me very much to market these things, and I enjoy doing it, and it'd be great to meet other people that like bikepacking. Right, looks as though the milk has boiled. Time for a hot chocolate. My mum and dad got me a really nice sachet of really good quality hot chocolate, but it's too big, and I've been told, very strictly in fact, by my other half, that I need to use up these crap Galaxy ones that I bought years ago. So I was looking forward to a nice hot chocolate, but this one will have to do. But these are all right. I always forget something when I'm doing these sort of videos, and I've realised I've forgotten a spoon. But I do have this lovely Allen key, which has been in my bag and not actually been used on a bike, so I'm going to have to use that. Oh, yeah, just what I need. So yeah, back to the goals. The second one for me is similar to last year. The second F, as I called it, was fitness. And I did an okay job at that, but I definitely lost focus throughout the year because of the fact I left my job and just other stuff was going on. And like I said, I probably had too many goals. So this year, fitness is going to be a bit more of a priority. I feel like I know what I'm doing with the YouTube side of stuff. Because I don't work full-time doing a job now, I could kind of be a bit more flexible with how I work my days. So I think what I'm going to do is actually enter a bikepacking race, which I have said for a couple of years that I'd do, but I am going to do this year. I've had an idea for a really good video that I'm trying to get a sponsor for, because it's quite expensive to do. But what I would really like to do is have those as like focus points throughout the year. So maybe enter one big race somewhere in the summertime, and then like a warm-up race in the spring or sort of early summer. So I've got something to focus on. I can go out and train, which is something I haven't done for years. I just go out and ride my bike for fun, which is fine. I do really enjoy that, and if I had to choose, I would just do that. But to do a race, you have to train. But I actually think, given that I am limited with time, having a 30-minute, 45-minute session with intervals like I used to do when I used to race road bikes is probably the best use of time. I basically need to lose weight and I need to get fitter. So that good use of 45 minutes to an hour, I think, would be a really good focus. And if I hold myself accountable by saying I'm going to enter these races, I don't want to show up on the day and be really out of shape, especially if I'm making a video about it while I'm doing it. So I think that would be a little bit embarrassing. I want to get back into some decent shape because I am fed up of kind of being unfit again, which is it's just something I've had to live with since having children. So I really want to get on top of that this year. And that is all I'm going to do. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm not going to try different sports like I do want to do, because I think that will mean I'll lose focus even more. All I'm going to do, go on my bike, train every day if I can, to get to that point where I can enter a bikepacking race and not be even competitive, but just not be rubbish. That's all I want to do. If I can be competitive and I see that there's a glimmer of hope that I might be able to do something, I'll push even harder. So that's it. I'm going to lose weight and get fitter basically just by doing that, training harder on the bike to enter these bikepacking races. Moving on to a slight different thing in fitness. My flexibility has got terrible over the last year especially. In 2020, when I was riding my bike every day, and when I started this channel, I started doing yoga every day from like the summertime. But back then I was like 27, so I was still a bit younger and my flexibility was all right. But as my legs started to stiffen up, I realized I needed to start doing yoga, and that massively helped me. I think I've been getting a little bit of knee pain in this left knee. I did a video about that the other week. I think that is mostly down to the fact that my hamstrings are so tight now. I'm just getting a lot of pull on the back of the knee. I try and stretch it every day, but because I'm just so busy and, you know, picking up kids all day, by the time I actually get to bed, that couple of minutes of stretching I just don't think is enough. So I want to see if there's like a yoga club around here. I do live out in the sticks a little bit, but even one that I can go to once a week, plus a bit of daily practice, I think will make a massive difference to my flexibility, but also my performance on the bike and the way I feel. I don't want to be one of those guys that ages rapidly in their 30s, and I feel like that's the way I'm going, so that when I reach 40 I'm basically an old man. I don't want that to happen, and now's the time to start putting in the work. So that's it. 2 goals with fitness really: enter a bikepacking race, get fit, lose weight, they're under one umbrella, and then increase flexibility, start doing yoga again. And finally, I really want to continue focusing on family. I've kind of stuck with the same theme from last year, I've realised, but I really enjoyed last year because I spent much more time going away with my children. They were getting a little bit older, so it was easier. But I really want to continue that. Even just like a weekend camping was so brilliant. We all had a great time. Like, we were tired when we got home. It wasn't a rest, but the children loved it, and they talk about it all the time. My son's always saying when we're going camping, and I'm like, we probably can. If I get the right kit, we can go in the winter, but I just think we need to make the most of the summer. We're really lucky that both of us have quite a lot of time off during the summer, so I definitely want to do more of that. I also want to see if we can go on a plane this year. I know it's such a basic thing, but I've been on so many flights now. My children never have. And I don't think the plane is the focus. It's more that, can we go somewhere that's maybe a little bit further away? Like northern France was beautiful where we went last year. We've been to Scotland loads of times, and it does feel like you're on a proper adventure going to those places. But what I'd like to do is maybe take the children to the Canary Islands or something in the winter time, so that we can have a bit of a break and actually go out and exercise and help with that fitness theme. Just go out for walks and stuff. We don't tend to do lots of fancy stuff. We just like the simple things. But I would like to do that. Maybe toward the end of this year, but it might also fall into maybe January next year, let's see. But yeah, very simple. Focus more on the family, do more nice events, go out on the bike more, go out camping more, just those simple things that we all take for granted. That it's just fantastic. So those are my main goals. I've got a couple of minor things as well that I just want to focus on. I've really enjoyed launching the YouTube membership scheme this year, and I've been quite pleased with how many people have started joining. Like, people have come and gone, which is fair enough, but I really want to make that more of a community, and I feel like maybe there's a couple of areas that I could improve. And I know some of you watching will be members, so it'd be really good to get your feedback on what it is that you want more of. I just think it's worth collating people that are interested in the same sort of thing. You've all been really lovely, and it'd be great to meet you and maybe do something, reward you better for being a member, because that extra basically £5 or £6 I get a month from you after YouTube takes its cut is really valuable. You know, a handful of people doing that, that's a good chunk. That really does help with transport and things like that to make these films. So yeah, if I can grow that to an even bigger number, obviously that helps me financially, but also I think it'd be fantastic to have a really great community of Team 366 members. I've got a couple of other minor bits floating about, but I won't bore you with those. Those are my main goals for 2026, and I am so excited about this year. I've got some really good ideas for films coming out, and I feel so positive. I feel like this year has been the most positive I've felt for years, starting the year. And I think most of that is down to the fact that I don't work for somebody else that much now. I've got my own stuff going. I know what it is I want to achieve. I've got a very clear goal, and I'm putting family and friends first again. And I think that was a massive win for me last year. So yeah, I'm wishing you all the best for 2026. And if there's anything I can help with, or if you've got any ideas, stick them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you very soon in an up and coming film. Take care.